San Diego State head basketball coach, Steve Fisher, on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. Hi, Coach.
Hello, Scott. Linda.
Hey, Coach.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good week for you?
Yeah, big week, without a shadow of a doubt. I concur with what you said. It's a big game for both teams, underline both teams.
Yeah, Coach, from a Boise State standpoint, you know, they're watching just like we all are, and they see what ESPN is reporting. And right now, ESPN has them as one of the last 4 teams on the outside looking in. So they know coming to San Diego, winning a game like this on the road in this building where you guys have been so successful, this is the kind of win where they could make their claim that they belong in the NCAA tournament should they not win the conference tournament.
I agree full force, and in all probability, like I believe you made reference to, Lenardi, if Boise State wins on Saturday, wins tomorrow, Lenardi will have them in the tournament on Monday.
That's right. So tell us about the week, because, Coach, this was a week where you guys didn't play. So I'm curious to hear what you did to get these guys sort of emotionally and physically rested and ready.
Sunday we took off after we played Saturday in San Jose. Practiced Monday and Tuesday, hard. Wednesday we took off. And yesterday and today we had practices that were a little less physical and not quite as long. So we're going to be ready to play. We've had time to prepare, time to break down film and exclusively work on ourselves for 2 days, and then Boise State for the whole week.
Coach Steve Fisher on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock, Viejas Arena, San Diego State hosting Boise State. Last time these two teams met in Boise, it was Boise State with a very impressive 61-46 win. Chance for San Diego State to avenge that loss. Coach, I want to ask you about Dwayne Polee, who we had on the show on Monday. How much improvement in his fitness, perhaps, has he made this week? And what do you expect in terms of playing time tomorrow for him?
Well, we're not sure what it's going to mean for playing time for Dwayne. He is still under doctor's watch and doctor's care, and we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. We'll just play that by ear.
But do you look at him down the bench now and say he's in uniform? They told me he's fine. He's signed all the documentation. He's now part of my rotation again? Or was what happened last Saturday just kind of a, hey, we think we're a lot better than them, let's give him a little bit of playing time before his career is over?
No, that was not it. We want Dwayne to be back and be a viable part of our rotation and do what he did last year, help us have great success down the stretch in the regular season and then in postseason play. But, you know, he's missed a lot of time, and we'll just have to wait and see what it will mean. I can't tell you what that will mean tomorrow or moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to get into the mindset of the coach, like what it must be like for you, Coach Fisher, to be standing there and, you know, you're about to make a substitution and you look down and you go, hey, he's there, he's available, he's my guy, I know what he can do coming off the bench. Or do you go, I'm not so sure, you know, he's still, like you said, under doctor's orders, he's missed a whole bunch of time, I'm not sure I want to use him here right now.
That will be the feel that I will have to make, and you know, not a clear roadmap to say this is what should happen when this happens. So it'll just be a feel that I have, and we'll just see what happens. All
right, I understand. Going to be a crazy day. I know you always like to address the fans because I think that, Coach, this is one of those games where, you know, they went bombs away, just like a lot of teams did against you guys when you went on the road in conference. This is one of those games where, again, that home court advantage could come into play from the very beginning. What do you say about that?
Home court in basketball is huge, especially when you got crowds like we have. We played at Boise. We talked on this before. They had their largest crowd of the season, the largest crowd they had since we played there 2 years ago. And it helped them. No doubt about it. Our fans have been spectacular for us all season, and seasons, plural. We need them. We need them to be at their best just like they need us to be at our best. So 5 o'clock start. So I want to make sure that we have a full house and that they are as excited to play as our team will be.
Understand that. I think that's exactly what's going to happen there tomorrow. Coach, could you just scout Boise? I mean, we saw them obviously play you guys earlier this season, but what is it going to take to make sure that you guys win this game? What is on the board before this game? This is what we got to do to win.
It'll be pretty much what was on the board last year, and we didn't quite get it done. Or last time when we played them 20 days ago or wherever it might have been. The number one thing that they do better than anybody, Scott, in our league is they run to shoot the three. So we have to do a great job with our conversion defense, running and finding our man and not just running. Their best three-point shooter is their center. Their second best three-point shooter is their four-man. So that's atypical. We have to make sure we find who we're guarding, and we can't give them shots out of transition that are unguarded. First game, Duncan, their 6'9" post player, had back-to-back, 3 consecutive three-point plays on 3 trips down the floor. We can't let that happen. Webb, their four-man, has had 7 threes in a game. Going back to Duncan, he had 8 threes in their most recent game against New Mexico and a career-high 26 or 28 points. So you have to stop the three. But their best player is Derek Marks. Probably the odds-on favorite right now to be the Mountain West Conference Player of the Year. He's averaging 20-plus points a game. He's very, very good, and he'll have the ball a lot. He's a guy that makes decisions with the ball. He's good. So we got more than one guy to worry about.
Yep, you sure do. Coach, you know how I have some strong opinions about this team and about starting lineups and all kinds of stuff. I want to share one thing with you. You ready?
You have never, ever been shy to share not only with me, but your vast listening audience. So I probably have heard it before, but I want to hear it again.
So glad you have so much patience with him, Coach.
Well,
I appreciate
that. He humors me, and I appreciate it as well.
You know what you do, Scott? Honest to goodness, I listen to you. Mark and I just dropped Mark off at home and his home, and I'm on my way to our place, and little Max, our 14-month-old grandson, spending the night with us, and I'm very excited about that. But I listen to you, and whatever your topic, you're passionate about it, which is what we want our players to be and our fans to be, and you are not afraid to voice your opinion. But we know that you are a fan of San Diego and San Diego sports, and right now you're talking to me, so you're a fan of San Diego State basketball. So I want to hear what you have to say.
All right, so here's the thing. In the game against San Jose State, when Dwayne Polee came in, the team was down. But when he left the team up. I just want to say that as you're getting ready to make that decision, based on the circumstances of the game, if you find you guys down early in this game and you go to make a substitution, I believe.
What do you believe, Scott?
I believe that we will win. But hold on, here's what I do believe. I could see where San Diego State, let's just say, is down 5 points, 6 points, whatever the case may be, right? Let's hope that doesn't happen, but let's just say they are. And Coach Fisher looks down his bench and he goes, it's time for that emotion. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it.
It's thrilling.
Because what will happen, Coach, I think you know, when Dwayne enters the game, because he hasn't played in Viejas Arena since the collapse, when he comes in, that place, every person will be on their feet and everybody will be going nuts. This kid, with his appearance in this game, could be the emotional difference that this team and this crowd needs. So if you find yourself down early, and you decide you're going to the bench, I'm going to just say that Dwayne Polee could be the energizer for everybody. Just an opinion. That's all I'm saying.
What are your thoughts on that, Coach?
Well, I got my note card out, and I've jotted down notes, so my memory's not as good as it used to be, but I'm going to have that in my sport coat pocket tomorrow and pull it out at the first TV timeout.
Well, if you forget, I'll be there to remind you.
You will. He's going to be there. You'll hear his voice.
You'll be close, too, so run over and tell me what to do.
Is everybody healthy? Wasn't somebody sick this week?
Winston Shepard was sick. I'm so glad you mentioned that, Linda.
Yeah.
Coach, how's Winston doing?
He's doing good. He missed Monday and Tuesday's practice, so he's had 3 days. He had 3 days off in terms of the pounding that we have when you're out on the practice floor. But he appears to be good. So I would say we're in pretty good shape. We are ready to go and anxious to play and play well. And we, like every Aztec fan, we want to wrap up at least a share of the conference championship tomorrow, and a win would do that for us.
Yes, it would. Coach, we look forward to seeing you down there tomorrow. It's going to be a great day for Aztec fans and for the Aztec basketball program. Coach, have a great night with your grandson. Enjoy, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
All
right. Bye, Coach.